Hello and good afternoon to you.
Very, very special guest on tonight's show. We've got Mr. Fadi Tawakol, spokesperson for Fly Events. That is the organizing company behind the Gouna Water Sports Festival. Hello.
Hello, Mo.
Hello,
hi, Nancy.
Fadi. How are you?
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for joining us.
Absolute pleasure.
So, why don't you tell us a bit more about Fly Events?
Okay, Fly Events is a company that started about like last year in 2020. It was organized by a few people who are very interested in water sports and mainly kite surfing, and they realized the potential we have in Egypt to host like very big events because we have very, very good weather. We have the best sea. We have the best conditions for kite surfing and all the other water sports. So they decided to start a series of events that we can start and make one day like a big international event. Inshallah.
That's awesome. So what other water sports apart from kite surfing? I know you had a lot of emphasis on kite surfing. What else is there?
Yeah, I'm a bit biased for kite surfing.
Okay.
So,
You're a little sunburnt, aren't you?
yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah, I've been kiting for over 16 years now.
Whoa.
Yeah. And,
Wow.
Nice core strength,
now you
man.
see where I'm biased. But in this event, we're introducing wakeboarding in the cable wakeboarding, and we're introducing sailing and windsurfing as well. We're trying to engage all the communities of the water sports all together.
That's awesome. So have there been any previous events organized by Fly Events?
Yeah, we actually had two previous events. We had one in Gouna in last November, and it was a good hit, alhamdulillah.
That's awesome.
And then we had another one in Dahab, in Baby Bay in Dahab, last March.
It's pretty cool.
I just, I'm trying to get my head around all these water sports. So you said kite surfing, right?
Yeah.
And wakeboarding and
Sailing
and cable.
No.
Oh, is that
wakeboarding is cable.
Cable is
Because
wakeboarding.
In wakeboarding, you have two kinds of wakeboarding. You have the tow wakeboarding, which is we use a boat, okay, and you have the cable wakeboarding.
Right. Okay.
We have only one cable wakeboarding facility in Egypt, in Gouna.
and it's you.
And this is where we're doing our competition.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
More on Fly Events and the Gouna Water Sports Festival after this quick break.
And with us in the studio, we have the spokesperson for Fly Events, Mr. Fadi Tawakol. Hi, Fadi.
Hi, Nancy.
So you were just telling us about Fly Events and all the water sports and everything happening in the Water Sports Festival in Gouna. So we wanted to know what is Fly Events out to achieve and what is the vision for Fly Events?
Okay, as I mentioned, here in Egypt, we have very good conditions for all the water sports we have very good wind, we have very steady wind, and we have flat water, we have the best beaches, we have the sun all year long almost. Yeah. So I don't think there's anywhere you can go like in the water for like 9 or 10 months a year. So we thought, okay, let's try and build these competitions. So at one day we can make them like one of the biggest competitions in the world. In the water sports, you have a few iconic
people or
tournaments.
Okay,
happening around the world, and we're trying to bring one of these in Egypt. So to be a spot and everyone can fly at least once or twice a year to have these competitions.
That's great. So I was trying to read up on these competitions, and I'm not, look at me, I'm not the sporty guy, okay? So I'm looking at all these different water sports, and I have no idea if it's like a race type deal. Like, how do you compete? What's the competition like?
It differs from one sport to the other. If we take, for example, sailing and windsurfing, sailing and windsurfing are actually similar. It's more of a racing type of sport. Okay. Actually, they are both Olympic sports.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither.
and they're both Olympic sports, and the kite surfing will be introduced in 2024 in the Paris Olympics.
So it's not yet.
Time. It's not there yet. Kite surfing is not, but sailing and windsurfing are Olympic sports now, and they are all about the racing. So
even the kite surfing.
Kite surfing, you have different disciplines for kite surfing.
Okay.
You can go, you have three main like categories. You have the freestyle, which is the very technical part, the very hard part.
So people that do like tricks and stuff.
yeah. They get very power tricks.
Jumping in the air and doing flips and all of that.
This is the other part, the other part where people love.
Okay.
This is the part where people go high and take their board off and they flip and they go upside down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is actually the big air, and this is what we are concentrating on in this in the kite surfing part of this
discipline.
festival. Yeah,
Okay.
because this is what the crowd likes.
Awesome.
People like to watch this. The other part is very
Yeah, it's so
technical. It's
entertaining.
still very hard, but it's more technical.
The two other disciplines.
Yeah, and the last discipline is the racing, and this is a discipline that will be in the Olympics.
So people will be kite surfing, racing each other.
Yes,
Whoa.
using the kites to race each other. Yeah.
We sound like grandparents. Yo,
It's too much to take in, honestly.
So people lay out like a circuit, and people have to like lap it.
Yeah, you have a course. Yeah, you know when you find boys in the water,
Yeah.
like the water boys.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you have a course, and people like keep going back and forth, and you have like multiple races, and you have.
so it's like laps and-
logically, you have to go back. You have to back in first.
Okay.
Back in first.
Right.
Do you ever compete? Did you ever compete in any of those?
Yeah, once before.
Because you're a kite surfer.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool. Core strength, man. Core strength. We'll be back with Fadi after this short break. Here's Bruno Mars, Cardi B, Finesse on NileFM Drive. Don't tune out. We've got Fadi Tawakol in the studio, spokesperson for Fly Events, telling us all about the Gouna Water Sports Festival that's happening next weekend, right?
Yeah, it's on the 17th.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, right off the bat, just quick question.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the difference between like the different four sports that are going to be in the festival?
Okay.
Start us off with your
Yeah, no, I'll leave that to the end of
Oh,
this.
okay.
I'll try not to be biased.
Save the best till last
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
Okay, as we said, we have windsurfing, sailing, wakeboarding, and kite surfing.
Okay.
I'll try to be very basic, okay?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
please.
Sailing
We need
is-
basic
yeah.
descriptions.
I didn't expect to be asked this question, really, honestly. Okay.
I expected
Okay.
you guys to know.
Sailing is when you have like a boat and a sail.
Okay, we know that one.
Yeah.
Very precisely.
We know that.
very
You have
to the
you have
point.
different types of sailing boats. Like
Yes.
you have like one that have one person, two persons, and till you find the big ones like the catamarans. Blah blah blah.
Which ones
But
are going to be the ones in the?
we have the laser sailing and the Optimus sailing boats. These laser and Optimus sailing boats, they are the kind of boats you are.
So they're not the big ones.
No. Maximum 2 people.
Okay. See, he had to dumb it down for me.
So no, not the big ones, are they?
I had to know. What's next? Kite surfing?
No.
Oh no, the kite surfing.
sorry.
I'm leaving it for
Last.
last. Yeah.
Okay. We'll go to windsurfing. Windsurfing is like when you have a sail and a board. You know these long whiteboards.
Yeah.
And the guy is standing holding the sail and going fast in the water.
Yeah.
These are the windsurfers.
So these are all dependent on the wind, obviously.
All depending on the wind, except wakeboarding because you depend on the power from the cable.
They have to
So,
be
yeah.
standing, right?
Yeah, you have to be
Okay.
standing and you have to have enough wind to give you power so you don't fall back.
Right.
Yeah. So sailing again, back very basics.
Yeah.
Okay, you need wind. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for that, Fadi.
Yeah.
Science lesson by Fadi.
Yeah. You need wind, but actually in sailing you need less wind
Compared
compared
to-
to what you need for kite surfing. Much less wind.
Oh, okay.
So so the windsurfing is the one when you stand, you have a long board, and you go in the water. And it's very famous in Egypt, in Ras Sidr, in Dahab. It's very famous. You can see these people, all these big sails, they go and they flip in the air. It's amazing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I can't even flip on my feet,
Yeah.
Fadi. So the third one is wakeboarding.
Third one is wakeboarding. The one we're having in this festival is the cable wakeboarding. It's like a park, and you have like big cables running all around the park. It's like a lake.
Oh, I
okay.
know it.
Are you
It's in
attached
Gouna.
to the cables?
No, you just hold the handle.
Right.
The cables keep going in rounds in the lake. Okay, and you just hold one of these cables.
Okay.
And then you go, and then you have kickers and sliders, and then you go and you flip.
Oh my God.
And you do all sorts.
I see. I saw in Gouna. That's why I remembered.
It is in Gouna.
Yeah. So that one is mainly tricks. I take it.
Yeah, yeah. This is mainly tricks.
Okay.
And
okay.
it's very technical and it's very hard.
Oh, really? I figured it was the easiest out of all of them, but then again, zero experience in anything that's water sports related.
Actually, we have one guy here in Egypt, Karim Ahdi. He won the juniors.
Nice.
In the World Cup, or I don't know how they call it.
Okay,
That's
so the
awesome.
international
Yeah.
version of
Egyptian
things.
guy.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Shouts out.
Go
Karim.
Team
He
Egypt.
was ranked the first internationally.
Whoa.
In the juniors.
That's amazing.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Mabruk.
Last one was kite surfing.
Kite surfing.
Your thing.
Okay. Yeah. Kite surfing is the one when you have
The parachute.
please don't call it parachute.
Okay.
Oh.
So correct me. Correct us, please. Why?
Kite.
Yeah,
It's called a
it's
kite.
kite.
Mo.
Oh yeah.
Not parachute.
It looks like a mini parachute.
It's
yeah,
a kite.
It's a kite. Yeah, okay, like parachute like.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you for being.
and you have like a board on your feet, and you use the wind to like that drag you and lift you up in the air, and you do all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
Nice.
So in
I
the
hope I did a good job
competition,
explaining.
thank you so much. Honestly,
You're
it's,
awesome, man.
It's
You're
really like differentiated everything
Yeah.
with the sports. But I was just going to say, in the competition, does everyone compete together, or is it just like sport by sport, and then
They all happen in different places.
right?
Okay, we have two venues for this festival.
Okay.
Okay, in the park for the wakeboarding, and in Makani Beach Club, which will be having the sailing, windsurfing, and kite surfing. But they will be apart from each other. We have separated areas, so they will be running all in parallel.
All right, and
Yeah.
and because it's a competition, obviously there's a huge prize.
Yeah.
What's the prize? I want to know.
Okay, for this festival, we have a prize pool for 300,000 Egyptian pounds.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Nice. Nice.
Can I partake?
Actually,
Honorary.
the reason we're having a prize money, or a good prize money, or at least trying to have a good prize money, again, is to try to attract the international riders. Because if you translate into euros or other currencies, it's like that has to be attractive for people to come and compete to win the prize.
Okay.
But you're absolutely getting there. Like it only gets bigger from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
This is what we're trying to
that's
do.
awesome. That's awesome. Back with Fadi to talk more about the Gouna Water Sports Festival that's coming up next weekend. After this quick break, what's coming up?
What's coming up is Craig David and Come Alive. And in the studio, as we were saying, we have with us organizer and spokesperson for Fly Events, Fadi Tawakol. How's it going? How does it feel to be on a radio show, by the way?
It's my first time.
Really?
Oh, you made your debut.
It's very nice, actually.
Yay!
Not the last, my friend. Not the last.
So we were talking about the water festival happening in Gouna
Yeah.
in a few days' time, actually next week.
Next week.
And you are currently getting support from the ESWF, which is the Egyptian Sailing and Water Ski Federation.
Yes.
So how are they supporting you?
Actually, the Egyptian Sailing and Water Ski Federation are giving us a very good support. They're actually considered as a co-organizer for this event, because they are the ones who help us train all the judges, for the people who can actually run the competitions. So they are handling a lot of the technical parts of the
Logistical.
event. Yeah.
Yeah.
Logistical and technical part of the event.
That's
Yeah.
great. And you also had support from
Yeah, we also have support from Wizard Shabab Riyada, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
and they're supporting us by facilitating all the permits and everything, because it's not easy to do something on the beach.
Especially with international players and judges.
Yeah, because you have actually in this event we have more than 10 nationalities. Will be
That's great.
People who are actually competing
Competing as well.
competing. Yeah, we have more
as
than
well
10
as the
nationalities competing.
judges.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tell us about the judges. I read on Instagram.
Yeah, we have we try to as a way also to attract the international people. We try to invite some of the influencer in the sports scene, in the water sports scene. So in the kite surfing, we have on the judging panel we have Josh Emmanuel. Okay, he's coming from abroad. He's very well known. He won big competitions, and he will be in the judging panel.
That must help a lot.
Yeah, and the wakeboarding we're inviting also guys called the Peacock Brothers. They're two brothers.
Oh, I saw a video of those.
Yeah.
Brothers.
You follow our Instagram.
Boys. Yes, I do.
Okay,
I
thank
do. And,
Great,
and they're
yeah.
coming along as well,
Yeah,
are they?
yeah,
Are
yeah.
they taking part in the competition?
Yeah, they will be taking part in the competition.
Oh, that's
but
so
these guys are very
nice.
well known and they have a good reach. So
That really helps,
Yeah.
of course, especially if you want to get bigger every year.
Yeah.
hopefully.
They'll be posting
hopefully.
about it all over their socials as well, which is
Yeah.
really good coverage for the festival and for Egypt in general.
Yeah, exactly.
For tourism as well. So speaking of that, can you tease us about anything, any of the upcoming events, what the plan is, even if it's something that's not really like solid?
Actually, we're planning to have another competition.
Ooh.
Yeah, and hopefully.
Knock on wood.
Hopefully.
Inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah. In the next November.
That's
Coming
That's
November.
awesome.
Yeah,
Big
destination
thank you.
is not yet confirmed, but
Okay. We
we'll
won't
update you.
we won't say anything, but we'll let
Yes.
you know as soon as we find out
Please.
from Fadi here. We have an inside guy now.
Yeah, and maybe then in November we'll be ready enough to know how to fly a kite
I'll be
Yeah.
watching.
and come and join along.
I'll be watching from the distance.
I'll just sit and watch.
cheering
Thanks.
along.
I'll be waiting for you.
Fadi, thank you so much
Yeah.
for coming on and
Thank
being
you,
our
Mo.
guest.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
it
guys.
was such a pleasure having you, honestly.
Thank you for having me here.
Once again, the water sports, the Gouna Water Sports Festival is happening on June the 17th to 20th, which is next weekend, brought to you by Fly Events. Thank you, dear sir.
Thank you, Mo.
Bye-bye.
Hit music for Egypt. Nile FM.